This year, we couldn't figure out anybody. This year, we voted for Reed Bjorntvedt. As he framed this, Bjorntvedt. We asked them to give us a bio that I can read up here. Reeds came in at 5:22 yesterday evening. I was still in the office trying to write this, or this portion of it. This is the bio he sent me in its entirety. Reed Bjorntvedt, with the phonetic spelling laid in there, is an artist in every sense of the word. His work in the department is focused on the interplay between two-dimensional and three-dimensional pieces, which have largely been inspired by the experiences of his father. Reed has a passion for graphic design and illustration, which he hopes to capitalize on in the real world. In addition to art, Reed has dedicated himself to comedy, and in particular through SketchUp, the University of Maryland's only all-sketch comedy group, of which he's been a member for 4 years. Following graduation, Reed plans to move up to Chicago, support himself as a graphic designer, and pursue comedy through institutions like Second City and IO, which is a sketch comedy group. This is, by the way, coming from Reed. My other idea, if it's kosher, would go like this. The bio above would remain unchanged, but Professor Richardson would add on at the end, and I quote from dear Reed, "Reed is, frankly, the best student we've ever had in the department. I love him dearly. He's the reason I'm the art department chair. None of this would be possible without him, and there's absolutely no way that he wrote this introduction for himself. Signed, Reed Bjorntvedt." I would like to introduce Reed Bjorntvedt.
Thank you, Professor Richardson, for that introduction. Those were incredibly kind words, and you penned them eloquently. I wish I could write something like that. Welcome, friends, family, faculty, students, old people that needed a place to sit down for a while. It's a great honor to be speaking in front of you today on behalf of the Department of Art. I want to use this opportunity first and foremost to thank the department, my professors, and the ill-informed people that elected me to speak today. I want to thank my friends, my family, and above all, my mom. I could not be here or there or anywhere I've ever been in my entire life without the undying grace and generosity of my mother, and she's very excited that I'm up here to say that. Not that I had a choice in the matter. Kathy Boyle emailed me and said, "You're speaking at Commencement, see you on Friday." Without a chance to deny, I was equal parts excited, humbled, and consumed with anxiety. In fact, I briefly considered taking a smoke break with Professor Thorpe to calm my nerves. But who am I kidding? The guy smokes Pall Malls left over from the Cold War. But in all honesty, I am grateful and overjoyed to be speaking to you today. I wasn't really sure anyone in the department even knew who I was. It's not as if I've had any of my work on display or schmoozed with anyone for longer than a minute at the gallery openings. Hell, if Professor Craig had not let us out early to be first in line for the free booze, I might not have even gone. I'm not an honor student. I haven't won any awards. I'm only even in the Department of Art because of the last-ditch effort to declare a major. I came to the University of Maryland knowing that I wanted to be a comedian, be on Saturday Night Live, host the Tonight Show, tweet fart jokes. So naturally when I got here, I chose journalism. Yeah, it's The Onion, right? And you write some jokes and you call it a day. 3 news quizzes in and I realized the real joke. No facts and politics did not do it for me. So then I went to theater. It's performing. Comedians perform. How bad could it be? Nope. I was so disinterested in the academic path that I chose that I let it affect my grades. After my first year, my GPA was an abysmal 0.9. That's right. The first number in that grade point average is so low that in conversation you just skip to the decimal. 0.9. So what was I going to do now? I'm not going to tell you about how I've been drawing since I was 2. I have, but so have each and every one of you. No, I realized I really liked art when in high school I was designing the posters for my school plays. Something about it just hit me in the right spots. I taught myself Photoshop and Illustrator, and I loved every part of it. In my freshman year at UMD, I was designing for a cookie company, and I noticed how much I was enjoying it and thought, I could get paid to do this. So I transferred to the art department. And little did I know how foretelling that decision would be. It wasn't on my mind at the time, but I come from a family of artists and craftsmen. My great-grandfather painted and built boats. My grandfather was a painter. My grandmother and her sister are incredibly talented watercolorists. And my father was an expert woodworker, an antique refinisher, a patent draftsman, the list goes on. But my father never had a chance to pass along his knowledge of these skills to me. After a hard-fought battle with cancer and mental illness, he died when I was 12 years old. But today I'm using his tools on a daily basis. I look back at his work and think, I know how to do that. Or more importantly, I know how he would have done that. The art department connected me to the memory of my father. It opened up an entire new world of expression and skills that were lying dormant. It gave me a reason to start caring about my grades again. In 3 years, I took that 0.9 and turned it into a 3.3. And that's what we as artists do. We take ugly things and make them beautiful. Or we take beautiful things and make them so ugly that they're beautiful again. We're problem solvers and expert communicators. We know what we like and we make other people like them too. Or we say, screw you, and you continue to like what we like, no matter what anyone else thinks. We're strong, independent, critical thinkers, and steadfast individuals with the skills the world is in desperate need of. You might be thinking, oh boy, now I need a job, and I am graduating with a degree in art. At least I know our parents are thinking it. But we know what that degree means. A degree in art doesn't mean that we can paint or glue wood together or that we know what a swatch is. We didn't work hard for 4 years to learn how to draw. For 4 years at the Department of Art at the University of Maryland, in Queen Anne's Hall or the Diner or at Fishbowl Fridays at Turf and Turf, taught us who we were, taught us how to harness our innate creativity. My dad instilled in me a love for art, but this school showed me how to connect the dots and rise to that potential. The Department of Art did not teach us how to do, it taught us to create. To create things, to create experiences, to create memories and friends, to create opportunities. So, class of 2015, let's go and create.